Welcome back to the Manifest Your Magic show. We are so excited to support you in living your most magical life. And in this video, we're going to talk about something that we all struggle with sometimes, and that's anxiety. That feeling of running thoughts in your head, and you don't know what to do, and you can't slow down because if you don't think about all the problems, they're all going to happen. It's exhausting and it's not serving you. So we're going to share with you a couple rituals and practices that you can do to release that anxiety.
Yeah, and I know that so many of us deal with this in so many different ways. And really the basis of anxiety is not being in the present. You're either thinking about something that already happened or something that could potentially, maybe, possibly happen in the future, but you don't know and you get really freaked out about it. And anxiety is really something that I find so interesting is that fear and excitement are very close together, but the difference is our breath. The energy that happens in our body, the response of like anticipation and, oh my God, I'm so excited, this is so much fun. But there's something different about our breath. So the first step that is so simple to harnessing your energy in order to heal or release anxiety, and trust us both, when you release anxiety, your manifestation powers increase, your magic is enhanced, you are more activated and feel more alive. And so the most important thing you can do to release anxiety from your life, from your body, because it is definitely a thing that occurs in your vessel, is to just be present. To take a few long, deep breaths. 6 deep breaths will genuinely change your state. It changes your state of mind. It changes all of the different systems that are regulating your body, your heart rate. So many elements and aspects of your body will literally calm down and shift themselves with just 6 deep breaths. And one of my favorite ways to create presence that's also incredibly simple, just like here I am right now, is to just notice your environment. Look around. She's doing her 6 deep breaths. Get it, girl? Yeah. Feeling your breath. Noticing. It's like, okay, I know I'm feeling anxiety, but what can I feel? Oh, I feel my silky, soft pants. Actually, everything I'm wearing is silky soft. That's a really great way if you are very tactile and you like sensations to wear fabrics that if you get anxious, you can touch or hold or just spend a moment feeling that will help ground you, reconnect you to the moment and to your body. That is super helpful. Notice your environment. I see all of the flowers hanging from my ceiling. I notice the colors, the green, the gold, and the pink. Oh, I see the wood on the floor. What do I hear? I hear Sahara breathing. Great. Maybe I hear my own breath. Other than that, it's quiet. Wow, I can use that quiet. I can embody that quiet. I can feel that quiet within myself. Maybe what do I taste? Do I need a sip of water? Am I dehydrated? Do I want to have a strawberry or something like that? You don't want to like use food to heal your anxiety, but you can use all of your senses. If there are any essential oils that really deeply support you, lavender is a great one for calming, but you can use whatever you like. I love gardenia. Lang Lang, Blue Lotus, like all the kind of witchy, super hyper feminine, magical ones. Whatever you can use that's going to support you, just something as simple as taking that long, deep breath and noticing the beautiful herbal scent that you can inhale into your body. Each of your senses will support you in creating a state of presence and releasing anxiety instantaneously.
Such potent wisdom. Also getting into your body. The mind cannot solve the mind's problems. In fact, the more that we gratify the mind, the more it cycles. So literally getting on all fours on your yoga mat and playing some really primal music or something very sensual and letting your body just undulate and gyrate, maybe shake, which we'll be doing with you later on today. But it's so important for us to let ourselves move our anxieties through because they want to be noticed. There's sensations that are saying, hey, look at me, I'm worried, pay attention to me. And also create sounds. For example, maybe you're feeling some murky brown energy over your heart that feels like a ugh. And just sounding that out, moving it out. What does it feel like? What is it trying to tell you? And then maybe underneath that there are tears and letting those tears move through you. And maybe it's just giving yourself that soft, subtle touch. Or maybe there's some rage and some anger and you want to punch a pillow or scream and letting that move through you as well. It's important for us to not create a story out of everything, but let our body just have the experience without labeling it so we can heal and release it.
Because shame and judgment is just going to create more anxiety. And tears are actually one of the only ways that our body is able to release the stress hormone cortisol. It literally comes out of your tear ducts like this. Just pours out of you. Bless the waters of our body for supporting us in releasing those things. So this practice is going to be very simple. You can do everything that we just shared. And then one of the really easy ways that you can be present in the moment with your anxiety and sort of take the reins. You don't have to be aggressive about it, but like, I kind of am with mine. I'm like, hey, I'm in control here. So now to get started with the ritual aspect of this, what you want to do is write out a list of all the things that you're worrying about or that you're afraid of in the moment. But don't write them as like, I'm terrified of. Write down, I release the fear of X. I release the fear of not being good enough. I release the fear of so-and-so rejecting me. I release the fear of not getting this job. Whatever it is. Try not to use the word not. You don't want to use any negative wording in this. You want to actually speak in the affirmative in terms of proclaiming to the universe, I release this. So I release the fear of being unemployed, or I release the fear of having to look for another job, something like that. However it is that you want to word it, you just proclaim that you're releasing all of these fears and write a long list. Then you're going to read them out loud. Again, being present, feeling what it is to release each of those things. I release the fear of being unworthy. I release the fear of being unlovable. I release the fear of speaking my truth. And then you light that shit on fire and you burn it. And you can do this wherever you want. If you have a little cauldron, great. If you want to do it in your fireplace or any burn safe bowl, awesome. And just make sure after the last part of the ritual that Sahara is going to share with you, after you do that, you put the ashes outside and bury them somewhere in the earth.
Yes, using the element of the fire to burn and release like our ancestors have for thousands of years. And to add another layer of it, it's to somatically release it in the body through shaking. So shaking is also a practice. You ever see like a deer or a zebra running away from an animal? Let's say the zebra made it in the nick of time and escaped from the lion, and then it shakes, which rebalances its nervous system, and then all of a sudden it's cool and it can eat its grass again. Well, we're the same way, but because of society and the colonial patriarchal mindset, we think that shaking is like weird or barbaric or, an
exorcism.
Exactly. And we've created all these stories that it's weird for me to move in random ways. Whereas as children, we naturally did that. So letting yourself shake. So keeping your feet firmly grounded onto the earth to receive the negative ions on the earth while you begin to shake your body. I really love listening to tribal music. My favorite is A Tribe Called Red, Electric Powwow Drums. Such a great song, as well as Bread and Cheese by A Tribe Called Red. It really just gets you there. Then slowly start to shake your body. At first it may feel a little bit weird. You may start to bounce up and down, bending your knees, and then bring your hips involved because we store so many emotions in our hips. Then from that hip, you may twerk a little bit or more like a shimmy, whatever's coming through, and bring it up to your chest, letting your chest gyrate, bounce up and down, and then bring it up into your shoulders and your arms. And let your body go. Let your body guide you of how it is asking you to shake. Maybe you're holding on to a lot of energy in your heart or your back or your leg and fully giving it your focus, letting it shake and shake and shake until you really can't shake anymore. And then from that place, just placing your hand on your heart and a hand on your belly and really grounding into the energy that you've created.
And also, if you feel like making sound during that time, if you want to say all of the things that you're releasing, that you're purging, that you're allowing yourself to be free from the anxiety of, you can do that as well. And if you don't want to use words, as you're shaking, you can always just be like, and scream and really probably stretching your jaw, sticking your tongue out, all the things that look like an exorcism. That's what we want you to do, because you are literally exorcising that demon of anxiety that is spinning around in your mind, but you have the power to do it yourself. And it is so impactful. You can literally change your entire life by integrating this practice into it and actually just giving yourself over to it and fully surrendering.
Such a beautiful practice. Something that we love to do is to actually dance around a campfire together, dancing with your sister, so you're all shaking and releasing and letting the energy of the fire purge what is no longer serving you. So if you're interested in joining us one day on a magical retreat, be sure to comment below and let us know how this ritual goes for you, what you release, what you let go of, and how you feel after. Because when you release anxiety, there is so much more intuition, creativity, and joy available for you.
And that's one of the beautiful things about this ritual, is that you get to see what the anxiety is really, it's taking from you and what it's telling you. It's saying that all of these fears are going to happen, but that there's so much beauty around you right now. And after you're done with that ritual and you put your hands on your heart and your belly, whatever feels good to you, and you just tune in, again, creating a state of presence. Another way to just really ground in and sink in and shift your state is to just start listing the things that you're grateful for. You can write them down, or you can just say them out loud, or you can just really use your body and let it know, I'm grateful for my arms, for being able to hug people. I'm grateful for my hands, for being able to literally do basically everything. I didn't have one hand for a while and it was really challenging. I can tie my shoes, I can put up my hair, I can wash my face, I can touch people, and my lips for kissing, my tongue for tasting. You can just do your entire body and be grateful for that. Another great way to be present and get embodied, get into the moment. But you can also say, I'm grateful for the sun, I'm grateful for the earth, I'm grateful for how I'm feeling now because I'm feeling better, I'm grateful for my breath. And just sending gratitude into yourself and out to the universe will totally allow this beautiful completion cycle of your anxiety. I really truly feel that that is what will happen, but also of the ritual. So thank you all so much for joining. Again, like Sahara said, comment below and let us know how you feel, how this is going for you, what kind of shifts you've experienced, and try this every day for a week and see what happens. I'm Mia Magic.
And I'm Sahara Rose.
This is Manifesting Your Most Magical Life, and we'll see you guys again next time.